Good morning, everybody. Sorry I'm late. Everybody was still sleeping up until about 5 minutes ago, and then the youngest one decided to get up. So I had to get her up and change her bum and get her situated. She's inside just watching a movie, but I'm out here so I can not interrupting anybody else sleeping, but I can keep an eye on her. Good morning, Julie. Happy Canada Day for those of you in Canada. I'm so excited that it's a new week, a new month, a new quarter, a new half a year. There's so much to be excited for, and those are just a few of them. Lots of you know that I do have a online business where essentially I'm an affiliate marketer, but I also help others do the same thing. So whether you wanting to work from home or you want to start a side hustle so you can essentially work from home or essentially work from anywhere where you have an internet connection, that's kind of what my thing is, right? So I am a stay-at-home mom, and my husband works in the oil field, and I stay at home with our kids and our farm. And you can probably hear the pregnant cat wailing away at my feet. Meow. So I've got lots going on, but I do have ways that I can focus on my goals. I found an article recently that really resonated with me, and I've been applying it since I read it, and it's been doing really well. Sorry, this is the first time I've used this phone. I just got a new phone here over the weekend, and this is the first time using this phone for go live, so I'm a little disoriented. Anyway, my coat keeps wanting to attach to itself. So, it's 8 ways to stay accountable with your goals. And when you work from home or when you have a full-time job and you don't have, all the time in the world to apply to your goals or apply to your side hustle, it's hard to stay focused sometimes, I find. And I know I'm not the only one out there that needs these kind of steps, I guess, if you were. So, excuse me, I'm just going to take a little sip of my coffee because I ended up having to take a Reactin last night. I was trying to wean myself off to the Reactin, but we were outside playing. It was like the first beautiful day in forever because it's been raining nonstop here, which is great. I love the rain because it makes our crops grow. But yesterday was like the first great day in forever. We were out in the pool and playing with bubbles and everything. And then I came inside and just like hit me like a brick wall. So I had to take a Reactin and everything. And I'm just like a little groggy from that, which is one of the nasty side effects of that stuff. But oh, there goes our donkey. I don't know if you can hear a donkey. He's out there braying away. Anyway, so 8 ways to stay accountable with your goals. So the first one is to be brutally honest with yourself. So honest that you're like, oh, I didn't know that about myself. Like, write down your strengths, which, you should know your strengths. I have a hard time writing down my strengths because I don't know my strengths. It isn't until other people point them out to me. When I went to an awesome event called Awaken last November, you break up into small groups and people actually like compliment you. They tell you that you're amazing and this is what this is what you do well and all this stuff. So I keep that list of strengths like by my bed, and I read them off every morning and I read them off every night, and I absolutely love that list of strengths. So write out your list of strengths. If you have some people that know you really well, know the struggles that you kind of go through, but know your work and know your worth, have them tell you your strengths, because you won't even know your strengths until they tell you. Believe me, because that's something that I struggled with. Write down your weaknesses. This is something that I excel at. I know where I'm weak because I'm like, oh, well, I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't do this. But then if I tell somebody, well, I can't do this, they're like, no, you're actually amazing at this part of that thing, So write down your strengths, write down your weaknesses, and maybe run them by somebody that really knows you well, knows your business, knows your life. And then they can probably say, no, you're really good at this, or no, you're really good at that, or you struggle a little bit at this. Somebody that that's going to be brutally honest with you, because then it'll be like looking in a mirror, be like brutally honest with yourself. So emphasize your strengths in your goals, in your goal setting. Emphasize your strengths. Say, I know I can accomplish this in this day because this is where I excel. But then minimize your weaknesses. So if you have some area of your business or your life where you don't excel at, then maybe either improve upon it. So take some sort of education, read some books, listen to podcasts, I don't know, whatever it takes. And then maybe even farm it out. Like if it's not worth your time to edit videos, maybe you should be farming that out to somebody else. And identify the factors that motivate you. If I know that, hey Jackie, thanks for popping on. I haven't not seen you on one of my go lives before, so welcome. What was I saying? Like the things that motivate you maybe are not truly motivating you, if that makes sense. So I'm like, oh, I want to bring my husband home for the oil field. Well, that's not truly motivating to me. Apparently I need to relate that to something else. Well, why do I need to do that? Why do I need to do that? Why do I need to do that? Keep asking yourself why till you get down to the nitty gritty of your motivation. And that is what will motivate you. Number 2, commit to a schedule. One of the most important things that people don't do is set deadlines. Put a time limit on your goal. Say, I'm going to achieve this by this day, this hour, this minute, whatever it takes. It can be a step-by-step process, but you need to make steady progress. Things don't happen just by clicking your fingers. It's not magic, even though I love reading the magic. Don't get me wrong. And there's magic out there. Your progress won't happen by magic. You still have to put in the work. Consistency over intensity every day. That is one of my mentors, Cameron George. He says to that to us every week in our live training, consistency over intensity every day. Create micro goals. So looking at your big goals, big, audacious, nasty goals feels super, super intimidating. I want to make this much amount of money a month. I want to do this with my life. May not seem real to you right now. And maybe that's why you're pushing stuff off. No, that's not going to happen. So that might lead to the procrastination that happens, right? So you're like, oh, well, I'm going to make $100,000 a month. Seems a little bit big and audacious to me right now, but if I create micro goals, breaking it down, I want to make this much a month at first, then this much, then this much, then this much, like monetarily. Or say if I want to lose some weight, I want to lose 100 pounds. May seem big, audacious right now, but if you say, well, I'm going to lose a pound a week for 100 weeks, that's almost 2 years. But you know what? I didn't get 100 pounds overweight overnight. So I'm not going to lose 100 pounds overnight. Break it up into smaller goals. It will be more attainable. Another one of my mentors, Jesse, you guys have heard me talk about him once in a while. He brought this up at one of our, like at a regional event in November. He's like, you have this big goal, this big, big mountain of a goal. But what if then you create smaller goals, like this big mountain? Create small foothills around your mountain. Say this one's a little bit bigger, but this one's small, this one's small, this one's small. Until you actually get up to your big goal. Life is all about highs and lows, dips, and it's a roller coaster. So you're not going to expect that every day is going to be like a up, 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 up. You're going to have the jaggeds in there sometimes. It's okay. It's okay to be like that. So the power of the small wins increases people's engagement in work and has the most potent effect on creativity and productivity. So have those small wins. Make those small goals that you know are attainable, because those wins are what helps feed you to get to the top. Get an accountability partner. So someone who's committed to helping you reach your goals and vice versa. This is easy for it's easy for commitment to slide when you're working solely on your own. And this is something that actually I have in my community that I'm a part of. We have like different chat groups, different people that you can go to for different things in your life, different things in your business. And more recently, actually a week ago, my mentor Jesse called me out of the blue. Hey Jay, how's it going? He called me out of the blue and he's like, hey, so I was wondering if you want to be part of like a really small accountability group. There's going to be like 4 of us if you join. And I'm like, me? Really? You want me part of your accountability group? He's like, yeah, you're a hustler. You know, you're like, let's grind, let's do the shit, you know, and pardon my French, I do swear sometimes. And I'm like, I felt super, super honored that he wanted me as part of his group, one of my mentors. So I'm super, super excited. We've kind of, we haven't had our first like live call, Zoom call yet, because trying to get everybody organized has been a little bit more of a challenge than we thought, especially with the long weekend this weekend. But tomorrow we start on our calls. So yay, I'm super excited for that. So accountability partner is super, super key, especially when you're a solopreneur, you're working from home. I work essentially in the middle of nowhere. See, there's like no neighbor for miles. I don't go to an office every day. You know, it's different for me. So that's why having accountability partners, having chat groups, having the support is super, super key to me. If you are a solopreneur out there and you don't feel like you have, you know, a rope to grab or anything, message me. I will help you get connected for sure. Number 5, overcoming self-sabotage. Now this one is super hard for me. Our subconscious way of limiting our self-sabotage is our subconscious way of limiting our success, but it stems from a fear of being pushed outside your comfort zone. If you are afraid to be pushed outside your comfort zone, this is what's going on for you. It is a self-destructive loop that smashes goals and kills dreams. It's a dream killer, self-sabotage. So understand what you're doing to impede your progress. So what are your triggers? How are you allowing your fears to hold you back? And always be on the lookout for these things. And guess what? If you have a limiting belief or something that's sabotaging yourself, write it down. Say, I am doing this to sabotage my goals. I am doing this to smash my dreams. And then it'll become more real to you. You're like, oh my goodness, I'm doing this subconsciously. So then write down what you can do to negate that. Say, oh, I'm doing this. Well, what can I do to not be like that? And then write it down. Know your why. So have a crystal clear reason why this goal is important to you. How will you accomplishing this goal improve your life and the lives of others? So the lives of your family, your community, you know, whoever your why will affect. And maybe you don't have a big enough why. Maybe you're not encompassing enough people. Before I got started in this business, I was like, oh, I want to do stuff for my family. And maybe my community should be affected too, because, you know, I'll be more successful. So, you know, I'll probably trickle out. But then I met a few people in my community and I have discovered that I want to get into politics. So, and it's something that I have never, ever thought that I would ever do in my entire life. But guess what? Now I get to affect more than just my family, my community. I will get to affect like so many more people. My ripple will spread even wider because of getting into politics. And just municipal politics. I'm not going to like crazy, like me against Justin Trudeau or something silly like that, but you never know. But your why has to be big, but it has to be clear. It helps you understand your motivations and you keep your why at the forefront of your mind every day. So write it down. What is my why? My why is this. I want to do this because of this. You know, write it down, read it every day, keep it by your bed, keep it in your bathroom, post it to your mirror, whatever you need to do to get it in your head every day. Number 7, celebrate each little win. So I talked about your micro goals, your little foothills leading up to the big mountain. Take the time to celebrate each success, big or small. So divulge to a mastermind group that I was talking about, like, or your accountability partner. Write down your wins. Do a friggin' happy dance. I love doing happy dances with my girls. We do happy dances all the time for little tiny things. Hi! She can see me through the window. Post it to social media. Celebrate those wins. Say, hey, I did this today and it feels awesome. Then you get all the people that, like your family, your friends, whoever that follows you on social media will support you in those wins. And have a list of your goals. Cross it off. Say, I did this. Yes, I did this. And number 8. Hi, I know. She wants me to come inside. Everything amazing happens when you put your pen to the paper. Apparently she's screaming at me now. So review your goals. So a quick review of your goals that you've accomplished and how far you've come can kick your motivation up a notch. So if you've done a bunch of stuff and you've crossed it off, look back at that. Say, I have come this far since then. From then to now, I've come this far. Isn't that amazing? If you didn't have those goals, if you didn't write them down, how far would you have come without doing that? Are you pleased with the quality of your work? Are you feeling good about your progress? But is your motivation slipping? So what can you do to bolster your motivation? The more empowered and excited that you feel about your achievements, the easier it will be on those test days. So test days, I was listening to the MFCEO project with Andy Frisella, and he has a podcast called The Test Days. And it's actually one of my, like, when I have these days, I need to listen to it to, like, kick me in the butt. But the test days are the days that you don't want to do the thing, right? Like, I don't want to get on the treadmill, or I don't want to get on the elliptical, or I don't want to do this. I don't want to do my go live. I don't want to do a video. Those are my test days. And then I'm like, the reason why I need to do the thing is to get through the test days and to get through to my goals. I hope that makes sense. So the test days get easier as you progress and as you persist. So make sure that you persist in your goals. Oh, this is annoying me. Persist in your goals and make sure that you celebrate your wins and everything. I don't know what my phone's doing. Oh, hopefully I still have a good connection, you guys. So that is the 8 ways to stay accountable with your goals. I'm super excited that a bunch of you popped on. Thanks, Amy, for watching. Thanks, Jason. Thanks, Julie, for watching. Thanks, Jackie, for watching. I'm so grateful that my following is growing and that I get to impact your lives on a weekly basis. But if you would like more of this Monday morning motivation, feel free to share this Go Live. Feel free to go back into my archives and share all the other Go Lives that I've done. I've done them every week for the last, I don't know how many weeks now. I have to count. Anyway, I've lost count. So remember, consistency over intensity. Celebrate your goals. Write them down. Be honest with yourself. Get an accountability partner. If you need help with that, look me up. I will see you here next week, Monday morning, 8 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. I will be here providing your motivation, your weekly Monday morning motivation. Have a great day. Thanks, Julie. Love and appreciate you all. Bye.